In this video, we will give a short introduction into the basics of navigating the Discover Online Catalog, commonly referred to as DOC. Before beginning to explore the catalog, it's important to note that digitized records, photographs, and scans cannot be found in the catalog. This catalog contains what are called bibliographic records, which are descriptions of collections and records held at the state archives. Think of it like searching your online library catalog for a book. You're not going to be able to click on a result and immediately read the book, but you can view information about the book. Now, beginning from the State Archives main webpage, hover over Search Catalog and select Search Catalog. This page is a central location for some of the other links in the drop-down menu. The Online Catalog FAQ page includes, you guessed it, answers to some frequently asked questions. The Doc Search Guides page has PDFs with step-by-step instructions for how to search for some specific types of records. Towards the bottom of the page, you can click on the different types of records held at the State Archives to learn more about them. We'll talk about the Mitchell Will Index in another video. This is an index to all wills in North Carolina created prior to 1900. Finally, click on Search the Catalog. This will take us to the Doc homepage. You can either search the catalog here, or you can click on this link to take you out of the State Archives website to a separate website where you can save links to the records you find. At the top of the page, we have our keyword search. At any point in your search, you can select Clear to start your search over. This Series Home link is at the top of every page in the catalog, and you can select it at any time to return to this home page. Over on the left side of the screen are your facets. Here is where you can narrow your search results. We'll cover those facets in more detail in another video. Beneath the keyword search is an option to use advanced search options. We will also go over these in more detail in another video. Finally, let's cover how to navigate around the catalog when you're searching. For example, let's search for the Secretary of State record group. I'll click on the first result here. Now, we're on what we call the bibliographic record page for the Secretary of State record group. The scope and content note gives you information about this state agency and record series. Child records refers to the number of series that this collection is organized into. To navigate, select Child Records to drop down the information. Now you can see the series, which are usually based on the type of record. Each series should have its own scope and content note, giving you more information about that series. Then, if there are subseries, they will also be labeled Child Records. As on the series page, you can see information about the dates covered by each subseries. Subseries may contain more subseries, or, as seen here, they may lead directly to containers. Once again, we have a scope and content note. There is also an arrangement note, which tells us that these accounts are arranged chronologically. Different series may be arranged alphabetically, by county, etc. Container information will tell you what type of container it is. Here, we have both FibreDex boxes and volumes, as well as what the title or type of record it is, and what dates are covered. It will also give you a container ID, which you can write down and use as a call number in the search room. Once you start drilling down in the child records, you will have these hierarchy breadcrumb links at the top of the page. Here, you can select Secretary of State record group to go back to the bibliographic record with 14 series that we started with, or click Secretary's Office to go back to the previous page and select a different subseries. And that's the basics of navigating the catalog. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us at archives@dncr.nc.gov if you have any questions, and please check out our other videos in this series, linked in the description below for more information.